Hello guys from Costa Rica. We just finished 1 week integration of plant medicine and ceremonies, and of course coming together with like-minded people at the Rythmia Life Advancement Center. Beautiful, right, Roxy?
Yeah, it's been a big week. We've sat with the medicine a few different nights and it's been incredible. We've, healed our heart, we've merged with our soul, we've purged. We definitely did some of that, and we've learnt to play again, to go into the frequency of self-love and joy, which is our birthright. And Rythmia, the plant medicine, Mother Ayahuasca, really is helping us to return to our true authentic self, which I think a lot of people got this week.
Yeah, it's actually quite beautiful to just see, yes, some of our friends, but also complete strangers, people we'd never met before, who were falling back in love with themselves, realizing that they're not lost, they're not broken or incomplete or lacking of anything. And once you get to that point and you reconnect with that spark of the inner child, the magic of childhood, people start to shine. We were just out there saying our goodbyes to our beautiful crew that we connected with, a beautiful family that we had these experiences with, and people had that spark and that energy in their eye, and they felt like they'd let go of so much baggage. Often we're our own worst enemy, right? It's like we're holding the whip that is punishing ourselves. So through this experience, a lot of people I know will change their whole outlook on life. And what that means is in their day-to-day life, they're more positive. They're in their own corner. They're no longer involved in sabotage thinking, negative thinking, and having that outlook on their life. They're now more in their own corner, cheering themselves on. Because look, it's one thing to do positive thinking and try and keep yourself positive, but there's another thing when you just feel like you're radiating that inner essence from within. So it's more powerful to be positive than to think positive. And I think for a lot of people, that's going to come out through this inner connection,
And I think for the women, a lot of women, the feedback from this week has been that they can trust the divine masculine energy again. And a couple of ladies are even open to a relationship which they'd had closed doors on for life. And so they're really feeling that love in their heart, because the space at Rythmia is so loving and it's a safe environment. The staff here are unbelievable. That's why we fly over 20 hours to come here every year to get this blessing, to surrender to our ego, to become the better version of ourselves. But the key takeaway was the women really starting to surrender and let the divine masculine love in. So it's so special.
And certainly, guys, while we had the opportunity to be guest speakers and to share our story, our journey from insurance brokers who were unfulfilled, knowing there was more in life and looking to find answers to those bigger questions, what we found, like a lot of people did this week, is that those answers are within. And once you're at peace within yourself, that peace then radiates out to others, right? We create the ripple effect. And it was called Lightworkers Week, and I was absolutely honored to connect with a lot of lightworkers, old souls, Pleiadians, lots of fun, right? High energy, high frequency people. And in this experience, it's like family coming together. These connections that when you have them, they're like the real people. And it's an amazing experience here at Rythmia.
So 50% of the work is in the ceremony room and 50% of the work is in real life. So we are off to another hotel now to integrate our beautiful lessons, our learnings, and deepen our love for ourselves and for others. And it's going to be a beautiful unraveling, the integration process, because that's really when the work is done. But we love Rythmia. Rythmia is in Costa Rica. So if you're feeling called to the medicine, check them out. A lot of people have moved through this hotel. It's dedicated to the plant medicine. It's so supportive. And if you want to hear any other things about the medicine, we've got lots of things on our YouTube channel. We've got a documentary, Ayahuasca, Source for the Soul. But this is where our transformation started, and we're still here. So Thank you to Rythmia and all the staff. We love you guys so much, and reach out if you need anything else.
Yeah, most definitely. If you think you'd like to come to Rythmia one day with us, let's stay connected. We'll build a list. We'll create a family. If you're watching this and you've been with us before and you can relate and you're nodding to everything we're saying, let's have a reunion, let's come back, because as we grow and embody this, we change. So then the medicine and the insight can show us new areas where we can continue to grow and shine. So we could be back here before we know it. So stay in contact with us. And of course, in the community, we go live every month, sharing some insights, some knowledge on perhaps the galactic, planetary work, and of course, always the inner work. So Pete and Roxy at Gmail, and Awakening Education is the website. You'll be on the list and we can stay connected. Bye, guys.
Bye.